And
It's from our Death of the Boochie Coo album. Let's try it.
it's another circus song. Sgt Splendor somehow has become a circus band. Don't know how that happened exactly, but we started this band because we shortly after Eric asked me to write that song and we wrote Freakification, we moved in together. And then we got locked down together. And then we had no one else to play with but each other. And that was good because we ended up writing a lot of songs and we started this band, Sgt Splendor.
This very band.
Yeah. And we got a call when things just opened up again. We got a call from the circus. And it was one of the last family-run traveling tent shows in the country. And they said, we've never done this before, but would you like to go on our 4-month tour with us?
They had toured before. They never had a live band.
They'd never asked a band to do this with them before. And we didn't ask nearly enough questions. In fact, we didn't ask any questions at all. And we just said yes. So for 4 months, we traveled with this tent show. And we learned how to set up a circus tent. And we got like work shoes and work gloves, which we never had before. And we were out there at 8 a.m. hammering in 5-foot-tall stakes with, how heavy was that sledgehammer? 12, 14? 12 or 14 pound sledgehammer. And we'd set up the tent and we'd do like 6 shows usually, 6 or 7, and then we'd tear down the tent and we'd pack it up and we'd go on to the next town. And we did that for 4 months. And it was absolutely insane. And we'll never do it again. But we had the experience, and that's what life is. About experiences. We are doing the Soiled Dove, and that is because they have a tent crew.
Every circus should have one.
We wrote this song with that first circus, and we wrote it to this act. It's called the Cloud Swing. And this 15-year-old girl, she grew up in the circus, JC, and she had this incredible act where she would fly through the air on like silks that tied at the middle. And so she would fly through the air, doing all kinds of flips and things. And then at one point, she'd hang on by just her arm, and then by just her knee, and then at the very end, just by her head. And she's really high up. And at the very end, she's brought down, and this red balloon magically appears. And she walks to the front of the stage, and she takes a bow. And so she said, well, I usually do this act to Modest Mouse, Float On, which is a great song, and I give a laugh. But we were like, well, could we write something for you? And so over the course of the 4 months, we pieced together this song, and it's called Blue and Her Strawberry Balloon. of devotion and floated away. Far, far from the little girl who rose and fell with the tide. Off to a perfect world where bobbing girls can fly. The bag from the Super Reds was plastic and red, attached to the bag